catch the latest news on our website tribune.net.ph and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. The Daily Tribune is one with the nation in facing the COVID-19 crisis, and in line with this, the Daily Tribune digital edition and press reader is now available for free online. You can also download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store for iOS users and Google Play for Android users to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune is also inviting everyone to join its community Viber Katribu to get updates on the freshest and hottest news and entertainment stories of the day. Tarcito emoticons are also available on our community Viber. Just click on the link in this video to join.
Hi, my name is Pocholo Concepcion.
I'm Katlia Meet.
And you're watching Daily Tribune's Entertainment Hour. Today, folks, very unusual ang story ang ating maririnig. Okay, it's about a soldier who became a filmmaker, who made a film out of his general and his exploits in Negros back in 1990. Okay, we have as guests, medyo elite po itong mga sundalong guest natin, no? It's first is 1st Lieutenant Bala Tamayo, who's the filmmaker, and Col Demy Zagala, Philippine Army spokesman, who is also the film's producer, right?
Yes.
Kat? Okay. Tanungin na po natin ang dalawa nating guest. 1st Lieutenant Bala, sir?
Yeah. Good afternoon, sir.
Hi. Oy, hindi lang sila elite soldier, gwapo rin pala. Sir,
I'm only the second most handsome in the army. The first one is in the other line.
Okay. Mukhang mati ni Idols,
Oh.
Baka may insecure si Mateo niyan, ha? Okay. Sir, 1st Lieutenant Bala Tamayo, sundalo po kayo. You're a soldier with the Special Forces in the Armed Forces of the Philippines. How did you get into filmmaking?
So it started before I was a soldier. I did films, corporate films, corporate ads, and I was a freelance director. Then I worked also for ambient media, and then I was also going to law school simultaneously. And then I figured I wanted to follow the footsteps of my dad and my grandfather, who are all officers in the army, and I wanted to be a soldier as well. So I continued being a soldier, and now I'm still a director and a soldier doing films for the army.
So parang kang basically best of both worlds.
So may background ka na talaga, no? Hindi ka lang basta nag-dabble sa filmmaking. Because you went to UP, right? Took up
I
Masscom.
went to UP. Oh. I took up Masscom. And I had 3 units of film. And mahilig ako manood ng movies. Kaya
may interest. May interest ka talaga.
Passion ko.
Sir, why make a film called Valor, no? Valor, okay. Why did you
Valor is the highest honor given to a soldier or an officer for courage under fire. So that's the epitome of being a soldier. And that's the best way to show the tradition of army leadership. That's why I made the story of Captain Ortiz, who led by example and represented the army in the best way possible and gave meaning to what it means to be a hero. So I made that film Valor so that people can be inspired by what soldiers do for a living and the sacrifice it entails. And of course, our duty to fulfill. So, yun po, sir.
Colonel Zagala. You're also a producer of Valor. So how did you become involved with this docu film?
Bala first approached me, I think, sometime April, and told me a clip. It was a 26-minute clip. I still have it. And then he told me, "Sir, I have this film I'm doing. I'd like to show it for Independence Day." And so when he showed it to me, oh, this is a very good film. Really, it showcases one of our heroes, no? Lieutenant General Arturo Ortiz. No? And it shows depicted the story that is always been talked about in the army. No? His heroism, how in 1990 he defeated all odds, and with only 60 men defeated against, more or less went against 300 rebels, and he won. Until now, story of what he did remains as one of the best examples of combat leadership. That's why he was awarded by then our Commander-in-Chief, President Corazon Aquino, the Medal for Valor, the highest award. As Bala said earlier, the highest award that is given to a soldier in the Philippine Army. So we saw it, that it was fitting that this is something to promote. So that people will know and find heroes in their army. And there's no one else fitting to be a hero than Captain Arturo Ortiz. So that's how it started. And we started promoting the video first for Independence Day, a little after Independence Day. And then later on, when we found out that it's already gaining grounds through social media. And lang, nothing really promoted in any other way.
Yeah, Lieutenant Bala, I'd like to ask, among all the heroes that you have within the ranks or within the our soldiers, bakit si Lieutenant si Captain Ortiz, sorry,
Captain Ortiz.
Yeah.
Then Captain Ortiz.
Then Captain Ortiz. And what's about, paano mo siya na-convince?
Siyempre kasi ka-unit ko siya eh. Marami kasing nag-Valor, nag-Medal of Valor, na iba-ibang unit. And yung kay General Ortiz, siyempre ka-unit ko siya. Kaya idol ko rin siya. And siya, sa kanya yung Valor na offensive. And hindi lang siya he was able to save, kasi soldiers are not always, soldiers are perceived to be yung warmongers or whatnot. Pero soldiers are actually peacemakers. Kaya the act of valor in the movie is him saving civilians from in between the caught in the crossfire. So kaya yun yung pinili ko na napakagandang story and napakagandang story na people can learn from. And it was kasi during the 56th anniversary of the Special Forces. Then my regiment commander then, General Ramiro Ray, he asked me to make a film in celebration of the SF anniversary. And I pitched the film to him to reenact the story. At the same time, this story will serve as an educational material for all upcoming officers to follow and be inspired from. So that's how it came about. That's why my regiment commander then, General Ray, supported the film, and we were able to make it. And we had no idea that it's going to enter into the International Film Festival in Manhattan. We just thought it would just show in front of the retirees and General Ortiz. And then inspired because it was a good product, and people took notice. Senator Sir Zagala took notice. The Civil Military Operations Regiment took notice. Kalinaw News took notice, and they helped me promote the film. And now it's where it is now. So I'm very proud of that it went that far. It's like a backyard project, because during that time I was taking the Special Forces Operations course. This is the course where you become qualified to be SF. And then all of my classmates became the artistas, so hindi siya very, very low budget. Yung investment ko ng is lugaw para sa mga artista ko.
But what was General Ortiz's reaction when he saw the end product, your film?
Yeah, Sir Ortiz's legendary story has been produced before. And then, siyempre, napaglumaan na rin yun. So, he's always eager to show this, to tell his story. And so siya mismo pumunta dun sa shooting namin to make sure it's as close to reality as possible. Nandun mismo siya, sabihin niya ako na hindi naman nangyari yun, tanggalin mo yan. Dito nanggaling yung mga kalaban. Ganun talaga ka-supportive si General Ortiz. Kaya napaka-swerte ko. Kasi I told him also na it's gonna be an educational material for upcoming officers. And so, maganda nandun siya to make it as close to reality as possible. So, yun yung nangyari.
Okay. So you were kumbaga, official assignment pala yan. Hindi mo siya sinisingit-singit lang while pag naka-day off ka or something, no? But still, although it's only 26 minutes long, sir, mahirap din gawin yun, di ba? Anong mga difficulties na dinaanan mo as a filmmaker bago mo natapos?
So, during the shooting of the film, midway through the shoot, the Marawi siege happened in 2017.
Okay.
And na-cut short yung production namin, and we had my entire class formed the company, the Special Forces Operations Course 134 16 Visual Company. So we were all deployed. So nahinto yung production. So we all deployed to Marawi to help liberate the city under siege against the ISIS multi-terror group and the Abu Sayyaf group. So, yun yung pinakamatinding difficulty na naranasan ko bilang director. Kasi not all of my brothers made it home. So yung continuity ng film is very difficult, and I hope it's not noticeable. Pero more than that, I'd like to dedicate this film to those my classmates of the Special Forces who lost their lives giving the ultimate sacrifice to liberate Marawi. Pwede ko i-mention sila, sir?
Sure.
Kasi baka nanonood yung mga pamilya nila. So, I like to give my sincere love to the family of my departed classmates. Captain Junrich Legada, First Lieutenant Mark Harold Juan, Corporal Tony Ray Espinida, Corporal Nilbert Dedales, and Corporal Melvin Albino. So, all of them gave their ultimate sacrifice to liberate Marawi.
All right. We'll take a short break lang po. We'll be back.
Viber is the free and secure way to connect with friends and family anywhere. Send messages and make phone and video calls for free. Download Viber now.
Magsha-shopping na lang ako!
Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver.
Hello, can I get the following? One pink chair, bed sheets, na pink yung sofa, tapos slide, size 8, pajamas na blue. Oh, don't forget my...
Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver.
Wait lang, okay ba yan?
Anything at the SM store, ma'am.
Call to deliver. Call.
Kuya, pwede rin ba ako magpa-deliver sa ate ko sa Taguig, tapos sa friend ko sa Davao, tsaka sa... cancel ko sa Lipa? Okay ba yan?
Kahit saan po, pwede kami mag-deliver.
Call to deliver. Call. Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver. Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver. Call. Hashtag 143SM. Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver.
Call na rin kayo.
Call to deliver.
And now we're back. I'm Kat Liamit.
Ang Pocholo Concepcion?
Yeah, we're talking earlier to First Lieutenant Bala Tamayo, the filmmaker behind Valor, and Col Demy Zagala, the chief spokesperson of the Philippine Army and also the producer of the film. So we're talking earlier before the break, yung Marawi.
Yeah, the Marawi Seas.
Yeah.
First Lieutenant Bala was making the film, Valor, when the Marawi siege happened. No?
So before we go back to that conversation, let's watch the trailer.
Okay.
Oh, so now you can see,
Okay.
yun na yung mga, for our audience,
This is footage from the film.
yeah, this
Right?
is footage
Okay.
from the film. So
Okay.
can you talk to us, Lieutenant Bala, more about this one?
About what?
About the trailer that we're seeing.
The footage that we're seeing right now on screen.
Oh, so this footage is all shot inside the Special Forces School. We reenacted the Battle of Murcia that General Ortiz led, and we reenacted it here. We reenacted it in Nueva.
Okay.
So we weren't able to go to Negros.
Negros, opo.
Yun. Doon yung school at that time. So all of these actors are my classmates, and yung mga bata, yung mga babae doon, yung mga labandera namin sa school.
Ganun po ba? Okay. You mentioned Marawi. What was your experience then? It was your first assignment, right? No.
No,
I mean,
but it was my
combat.
first major battle na urban kasi we were used to fighting in the jungles.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
So
was
Marawi was. What is that?
what was the experience like? Street fighting, right? You said urban warfare.
Yeah.
Ano pong maikukwento nyo sa amin tungkol sa experience nyo?
So that was one of the deadliest wars in the history of modern warfare since World War II, and it was very surreal. That's my team on screen. I led the 12-man team. SF moved with 12-man team. So not all of those boys made it home. Some died there, and syempre it was very surreal. It was very heartbreaking to lose my men. But it's also very inspiring to represent freedom and to fight for the freedom of and liberate Marawi. So napaka-tragic na nangyari doon. Hopefully it never happens again. But if it does, the soldier will always be there. Will be ready to fight. So.
Lieutenant Bala, correct me if I'm wrong. You become friends with Ann Curtis. You were a consultant for her buy bust with Eric Mati, right? And she lent you the GoPro when you went to Marawi. Is that correct?
Yeah. So during the filming of Buy Bust, they selected the Special Forces School to shoot their film Buy Bust. And then since they liked my inputs, because I'm a filmmaker, I used to be a filmmaker prior to joining the army. And the Eric Mati and Ann Curtis, I think they're watching now eh. Hi Ann, they're in Australia kasi.
Okay.
And Erwan, hi Erwan.
So yun.
So,
Then you were saying.
So I met them. Yeah, I met them during the shooting of Buy Bust. And then during Marawi siege, I wasn't able to bring a GoPro, and I thought it would be amazing to shoot this history-making war. So I texted her, and then she sent over her GoPro, and she made me promise to give it back. So that means kailangan ko bumalik ng buhay. I'm Curtis yan, di basta-basta yan.
Yeah.
So we were happy. I was very happy to return it to her.
Okay. Ano pong specific input nyo sa Buy Bust? The fight scenes?
Yeah, I consulted sa how they move, how they hold the gun, how to salute, and the military lingo kasi civilians are not usually privy to how soldiers talk. And syempre, nandun din naman kami, so we gave our 2 cents worth of making it as real as possible.
I'd like to ask Colonel Zagala.
Mateo Guidicelli.
Yeah, si Mateo din.
What's up, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's watching now.
Hi Mateo, hi Ann, hi Erwan. Hi sa lahat ng friends mo. I'd like to ask Colonel Zagala, kasi yung movie na to, yung Valor, it made it to the 10th International Film Festival in Manhattan in the documentary category. What's your thought as producer? Then after Colonel Zagala, kay Lieutenant Bala naman tayo.
I'm sorry, what is the?
What's your thought as a producer of the...
Well, of course, I'm very proud. No? First, I'm very proud of Bala Tamayo. Bala, ever since he entered the Armed Forces of Philippines, gave us a glimpse of a different side of filmmaking. No? Kasi we're a very close organization. We don't usually expose ourselves. No? And when Bala graduated, before he graduated in officer candidate school, he made a short video on the airborne course. So it somewhat opened the eyes of our leadership that, oh, okay to, that people will get to see who we are. Kasi parang ano kami, Kat, people don't really know a lot about us, your soldiers, no? The Bala paved the way for more documentaries na ginagawa niya, although short, but this is his longest, no? So, kami, we feel that, we're so proud na a soldier, filmmaker, made this, no? Normally, it would be someone from the outside, not usually from the inside. So, our thoughts really is that we see Bala as a very talented filmmaker and very aspiring and hopefully will be a successful officer also, no? Because of he's still young, he could still reach many heights. And this strikes a balance, no? Na soldier filmmaker. So we're very proud, no? And we hope that we have more to come.
Okay. Question to both of you. You're both relatively young, okay, and idealistic, I suppose. Ano po ang insights nyo sa buhay nyo sa serbisyo bilang mga sundalo? At anong masasabi nyo sa armed conflict, sa digmaan na naranasan nyo?
Una muna ako, kasi nasunda ako eh. First of all, Poch, thank you for thinking I'm young, ha? Bala, pwede ko na maging anak yan sa edad niya na. Okay, soldiers are a very difficult life, no? People probably think they watch movies na may barilan. Parang sine, di ba? No, hindi siya sine. Very difficult. And it's a life of perpetual constraints, no? From family. So it takes a lot of determination to be one, no? And it's a calling, no? It's not for everybody.
Okay.
And when you become a soldier, you will train to fight, no? And the irony is, it's the last thing you want to do. As a soldier, you want to solve things peacefully as much as possible. Kasi conflict is difficult. Nakabala can attest to that. Galing yan sa Marawi. Ako rin, no? Madami rin akong naranasan na hirap sa combat at encounters with our enemy. And, we never glorify conflict and death, no? But it is our duty, no? Sabi nga ni General Ortiz, if I can quote him, never let fear overcome your sense of duty. For us, we face fear all the time, no? Kasi hindi mo alam kung kailan ka mamamatay o ma-ambush ka. Sa awa ng Diyos, na-ambush ako 4 times nung buhay ako. So, but paano hindi mo mabuhay, di ba? So, you leave family members behind. You leave your loved one behind. So, really, the difficulty of being a soldier is in who your family will be without you. So, there's a constant fear. No? And why we do it? It's a calling. We want to serve our country. We want to protect our people. And we have iba yung feeling when you do that. So it is a special calling for soldiers, and we're proud to serve many more years to come. Ako, konti na lang. Ito si Bala, many more years to come.
Okay.
Lieutenant Bala?
Yes, sir. Kayo naman.
So, the one thing I learned about being a soldier is putting service above self. So, it's very important. The Army taught me how to live my life of service, thinking of my duty to my men, to my country, to my family, before myself. So, this is a very great way, and I feel very fulfilled living this life of service. And it's also a very good test of character. You'll know what you're made of when you're faced with conflict. But of course, we are not always like Sir Zagala said. We are not seeking conflict, but we are actually ambassadors of peace. And syempre, mas gusto namin umuwi ng Pasko, di ba? To enjoy the comforts of home instead of spending time hunting bad guys in the mountains or in the terror areas. So, malaking sakripisyo yun. Pero we are trained to put service above self, and we pursue and accomplish our missions to liberate the oppressed and to save the people who are in need, and of course to bring peace in the country. So kaya importante yun sa amin. So that's the best thing I learned, to put service above self.
May gusto lang akong itanong sa inyo both. What do you think yung mga dumadaming, yung mga artista nagpapa-reserve, sina Ding Dong, sina Rocco, Mateo, and then si RC ata, yung latest na babae, nakaka-boost ba yon, sir, sa kumaga, sa interest ng public to somehow register or join the force?
Is Mateo. Mateo's probably watching. Si Mateo.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Mateo, kamusta ka na? Anyway, Mateo approached me May 2019 that he said he wants to join the reserve force, and he wanted to take Scout Ranger orientation course. I said, why? And he simply said he wants to serve. He wants to be like us. So I believe that's a reflection of how the Army has evolved through the years. That not siguro hindi lang artista, no? That our image, our trust rating, the way people look at us has greatly improved. That even yung mga artista natin find admiration and they want to join, no? Kasi si Mateo joined the reserve force. He took regular courses. He took Scout Ranger orientation course, and he took the airborne course, no? So for us, we see that as an affirmation of trust, no? And not just them joining, but shows that come out, producers. We know that when people produce films or produce telenovelas or the like, it costs a lot of money. And yung fact na madami na, no? Sunod-sunod na yung napuproduce. It's an affirmation of that the people are proud of their army, and we're very happy with that, no? And yung mga artista recognize that, no? So for us, we welcome them, no? In the reserve, they are here not because artista sila, because they want to serve their country. Yung sinabi ni Bala, no? Service above self, no? So that's the way we see it, no? Kasi they've got nothing to gain really monetarily, no? Wala naman silang sweldo. Wala naman silang their career path. May sarili naman silang mga career as actors. But when they serve their country, iba yung feeling, eh. Like Bala said, when you serve your country, iba yung pakiramdam. There is a sense of satisfaction that you will feel while you're serving your country.
Lieutenant Bala, before you comment, kasi may nag-comment dito ang pangalan niya, Gian Mateo Fernan Guidicelli. At ang comment niya as, yes sir, you are my idol, my hero.
Alright.
Yon.
Okay.
So
nanonood pala siya.
Oo.
Okay.
Kaya naman sir, Lieutenant Bala.
Yeah. So I think it's kind of cool that a lot of artistas are joining the armed forces. It just goes to show na hindi lahat ng guwapo ay nag-artista. Yung ibang artista ay nagsusundalo.
Okay. Valor is nominee in the International Film Festival in Manhattan. Kailan po yun magaganap? Yung awarding ceremonies? This coming week?
November 16, I think, is the results will be out of who won. So we're competing against 83 other films all around the world. So, manalo, parang kung manalo tayo dun, yung malaking bagay na yun. So,
Opo, we'll take note of that. Sir, final words before we wrap up. What happens after Valor? Will you keep making films, and what's next for you guys?
sir, so Kalinaw News is and the Civil Military Operations Regiment is planning to follow this film up with other stories of heroism, and they're going to, of course, feature also si GPA ngayon, si Sir Sobiana, and the other stories as well. So parang mini series ba? Maraming mga stories of Valor, and that's what's next, and abangan niyo yan.
All right. More power po. Si
Yes.
Colonel Zagala, sir, may gusto po pa kayong sabihin?
Yes, thank you for having us. No, and what's next for us is we want to tell the story of the Philippine Army, the Armed Forces of the Philippines, so that our people will know what we do to serve them, and that they will feel that as your soldiers, so we're out there to protect them, and they get to know us, no? Kasi really our organization is quite close at times, and stories like this na ginagawa ni Bala opens up our organization so that there will be better understanding between the people we serve and the Philippine Army. So we hope to have more stories to come out from Bala, not just from Bala, but from other filmmakers out there who take special interest in your army. So your army is here, we're serving the people, and we secure the land. So it is the best tribute that we can think of, is that we tell our story.
Nice.
Nice.
It's a form of good news from our military, right? Told through film. Salamat po. Salamat po sa inyo.
Can I take my commander?
Yes, go ahead.
I'd like to thank General Francisco T. Tagle, the Regiment Commander of the Special Forces, General Razor, who's happily retired. Thank you for supporting this film, sir. Also, Ma'am Shinley Hiner, si Ma'am Shinley, artista talaga yun. Siya lang talaga yung totoong artista sa film na to. And she didn't charge us with her professional fee, kaya naging producer siya ng film na to. Kaya maraming salamat po. And of course, my classmate, Lieutenant Nobleza, Lieutenant Raja, Lieutenant Gutierrez, lahat yung classmate ko sa Special Forces Operations Course 134 Vishnu Company. Also, Sergeant Mirabel, thank you very much. Thank you sa lahat ng... also, make sure you like and watch the trailer, kasi we have a chance of winning the most popular film award based on the number of views of our film. Kaya napaka-importanteng manood kayo sa Film Freeway. Just search for Valor. Thank you sa lahat ng nagsuporta sa film na to. Thank you. Sir Zagala, thank you, sir.
Well, sure. Thank you to Mateo Gudicelli.
Yeah, thank you for tuning in, Mateo.
So,
Ranger G.
Yeah, Ranger G.
Ranger G, yeah, right. After the show, we'll be showing the film itself, no? So, viewers, huwag kayong aalis. Panoorin niyo po ang Valor, a nominee sa International Film Festival in Manhattan. Okay. I'm Poch Concepcion again, and
I'm Kat Liamit, and this has been Daily Tribune's Entertainment Hour. Good afternoon.
Catch the latest news on our website tribune.net.ph and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. The Daily Tribune is one with the nation in facing the COVID-19 crisis, and in line with this, the Daily Tribune digital edition and press reader is now available for free online. You can also download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store for iOS users and Google Play for Android users to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune is also inviting everyone to join its community Viber Katribu to get updates on the freshest and hottest news and entertainment stories of the day. Tarcito emoticons are also available on our community Viber. Just click on the link in this video to join.
Bilang bagong mag-asawa, sabay kaming natututo sa buhay.
Sabay rin namin inaaral ng mga bayarin sa bahay.
Kahit kami, nagtaka sa biglang laki ng electricity bill namin. Huwag pong mangambang maputulan. Sinisigurado ng Meralco na walang disconnection hanggang September.
Estimated bills lang ang natanggap natin ng March, April, at para sa ilan, May. Dahil sa lockdown, isang tabi to para hindi na maguluhan.
Ang May o June ay actual meter reading na. Kung May nagka-actual reading, ibabawas dito ang huling reading bago mag-ECQ. Yan lang po ang ating babayaran hanggang 3 buwang konsumo.
Kung estimated reading sa May at June nagka-actual reading, ibabawas din dito ang huling reading bago mag-ECQ. Yan lang po ang ating babayaran. Hanggang 4 na buwang konsumo, walang labis. Tandaan, kung ano lang na konsumo,
Yun lang ang babayaran.
ako po si Mateo G.
At ako naman po si Sarah G.
G?
G!